Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Eleanor and I am a wedding photographer based in London. If you tuned in last week, welcome back. This week we are going to be looking into dry January. So if you have nearly completed this month completely sober, then well done, congratulations. You might also be thinking about what to do with your wedding planning process and actually whether to include alcohol or not. Here are some ideas that might help you with whether or not you want to have a sober wedding. So, with weddings these days becoming more and more about the experience, you probably want your guests and you to remember them. So, is it such a good idea to have alcohol on your wedding day? But I am going to be exploring some different alternative ideas if alcohol just isn't for you. There is a myriad of reasons as to why you might want to forego alcohol on your wedding day. It could be religious reasons, it could be personal reasons, it could just be that you don't want to wake up the next day after your wedding day and your first day of fully fledged married life feeling a bit rubbish and a bit hungover. And that's totally okay. So this week we are exploring 5 ideas just to kind of maybe point you in the right direction if you're struggling a little bit. Now, with all that being said, let's get to it with my 5 ideas for a booze-free big day. Okay, so number 1, the soft drink. It's actually a little bit underrated. You think in your average day, you're not actually drinking that much booze, so you're probably turning to something slightly different. It could be a really tasty infused water. It could be that fizzy pop that you absolutely love. Or it could be that hot drink that you turn to on a cold, rainy day. There are always an amazing amount of soft drinks that we turn to on a regular basis. Why not bring that into your wedding day? You can have so much fun with this. You can have really great stations where people can make their own fizzy drinks, or you can have a display of your childhood favourites for people to wander down memory lane and have a bit of fun with what they're drinking. But also remember that it is just a drink. You don't need to spend so much money making it super fancy, and soft drinks is a really great way to include into your wedding day. Think about the way you're planning your day. If you're having an evening ceremony that's quite cozy, you can introduce hot chocolates. If you are having a summer's day wedding, which is quite hot and it's outside, you might want to have a homemade lemonade station. So play with it, have a think. So that is my idea number 1 for you to have a non-alcohol wedding day. Okay, so idea number 2. You might have not been so impressed with the soft drink suggestion, and that's okay, but listen to this one. Hear me out with this one. Have some fun. Let's bring in milkshakes. What about smoothies? They are all the rage at the moment, and you can do 101 different things with a milkshake or a smoothie. It's a great opportunity for people to get involved, maybe make their own, or you talk with your vendor if they are doing your catering and see what they can do. Otherwise, have a bit of a brainstorm. Maybe you have a favourite milkshake recipe that you want to include in your big day, or maybe you are a bit more on a health kick and you want to bring those favourite smoothies in. Why does the drinks have to just be a glass of wine or a glass of Prosecco when you can have fun with a milkshake or a smoothie? So think about that one and see if that fits with your day that you have planned. Okay, so idea number 3. Fake alcohol is all the rage. You might be wondering, what on earth am I talking about? Well, more and more breweries and new companies are popping up with the fake alcohol. They're designed to be exactly like your favourite past drink, but they don't have any alcohol content or incredible minimal amount. Think about your favourite vodka or your favourite gin, even your favourite cider, beer or wine, and you will find that there is definitely an alcohol-free alternative. I have listed some suggestions down in my description box below. Check them out and see if any of them take your fancy. This might be if you're wanting to have a little bit more of a fancy wedding, where you're still thinking about those posh alcohols that your guests might still enjoy, but without the headache the next day. So have a little look and tell me what you think in the comments below about this new trend. So moving on from idea number 3, we have idea number 4, and this one is along the same lines, but it's the mocktail, the good old mocktail. That little section down in a drinks menu you find when you go out and you're not drinking for whatever reason, and you have about 3 options. But a mocktail is incredibly tasty when done right. There are loads of recipe suggestions that you can have fun with on your day. So if you still want to include that idea of a cocktail, just change it to a mocktail. Have fun with it. Think about the designs. You might still want to have that little umbrella going on. You might still want to have that little tumbler. Just have fun with your mocktails. Think about the design of your wedding. Are you having a wedding on a summer's day, or is it more of an autumn-winter wedding? So you want to play around with the flavours. You might want to have a warm, smoky mocktail on your wedding day if it's a nice evening, wintry reception, and you might want to have something that's refreshing and sparkling if it is on a hot summer's day. There is no reason why you need to have alcohol in these drinks, and actually they sometimes taste even nicer when they are alcohol-free. So that is my idea number 4 for you, getting you through dry January and even maybe a dry wedding day. Finally, number 5. This actually doesn't include any drinks at all. This is more about creating your wedding day a day that is to be remembered. So wedding days have become more and more about experiences. Why not pour the money that you're saving from not having alcohol in your wedding day to creating an amazing experience for you and your guests? That might be something fun like singing waiters and waitresses, or it could be even something to do with your favourite live band coming and playing for you. Really think about the day that you can have, and by not having alcohol in your day, you're freeing up that extra little bit of cash for a day that you will truly remember, because you won't be suffering that headache. There won't be any moment in your day that you're not going to remember because of a few too many glasses of wine. That's my top 5 tips for you today. And one little side tip that you might be thinking of as well is probably your photos. When you are having your photos taken, if you've had a few too many drinks, you might be worrying about the maybe slightly awkward angles or those slightly awkward moments you might want to forget, and hopefully your photographer won't capture them, but you don't want to be worrying about that on your day. So just foregoing alcohol altogether might just save for those embarrassing moments. If you have any suggestions for any other ways you can go alcohol-free on your big day, put them down below. If you are partaking in Dry January, let me know how you're getting on and if you have learnt anything new from doing Dry January. And if you are also considering having an alcohol-free wedding day, let me know. I'd love to know and I'd love to chat more with you. If you're thinking about booking a photographer who isn't going to capture those awkward moments and is going to work well with you, whether you're drinking on your day or not, then give me a shout. I've put my link in the description box below and I'd love to hear from you. So that's it from me this week, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!